Sirach 39:1. Oh, you got it?
This is Sirach, chapter 39, verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient.
Right, we're taking out all the wisdom of the ancients from Genesis all the way up until Revelation. It's full of wisdom and stuff, but it's also full of prophecy. Go ahead.
And be occupied in prophecy.
So that's what we're doing. We're occupying prophecy. As prophet men of the Lord, what we do is occupy in prophecy. See what's out there unfolding, prophesying to the people to see before it happens, and it tell you when the prophecy happens. That's why I said, then y'all know who my prophets are. Because we're telling you the right thing. We're telling you actually what's going to happen before it happens, and when it do happen, you like, oh, they was right. Then we are right? Because we're occupied in prophecy. Go ahead.
I got another. Go ahead. This is Revelations chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahawashi, worship of the Most High.
Right, because we're testifying Yahawashi, right? We're testifying Yahawashi, all the things he did and what he comes to do. Go ahead.
For the testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy.
So a part of testifying of Yahawashi is what? It's to be in the spirit of prophecy. And that's what we're doing. We're prophesying. Starting with our baby up to the elder apostle, a great millstone, until now, we're prophesying. And even more so prophesying in the year 2020. Go ahead.
Right, that's
back to Second Ezra. Yeah.
4:13.
9.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And he visited the world which he made. Isaiah 29 and 8. Right? He visited the place by get that real quick. It's better for the scripture to speak than I myself. Isaiah 29 and 8. Yeah, because we're not leaning to our own understanding. Instead, let Yahweh be true and every man a liar. So we come out with the scripture with this, man. So you're not gonna be able to gainsay what we're saying.
God, this is 28:9?
Yeah, 28 and 9.
God, this is Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge?
29 and 8.
29 and 8.
29 and 8. 29 and 8. Salakia.
This is the earth. Let's get what is it, 28? No, it's how visit the earth that he made?
Oh, that's not.
Yeah. No. Isaiah.
Oh.
Blue letter.
We got another from.
He shall visit the earth by the flaming fire.
Isaiah 26 and 9.
Yeah, 26 and 9. Salakia. I'm thinking 28 and 9, 29 and 8.
This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 9. With my soul I have desired thee in the night.
No. 26 and it got to be somewhere 4 or 5.
Brothers got smartphones.
I know, right? It's Isaiah 26 for sure. 16 maybe? 20? 20?
Hey, I always bring it out.
Where visit the world which he made?
Isaiah 28. Yeah. No.
Yeah. No, the other one.
You talking about you should be
29 and 6. 29 and 6.
29 and 6, huh?
Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited, O Yahweh of hosts. This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited, O Yahweh of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake and with great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire.
So the Lord is visiting this place right now. Check out Australia. Australia is totally on fire right now, man. They got fire and firefighters from all over the place. You know, just to help with that fire. Right?
That scripture host means war.
Huh?
That scripture host, where it says host, Yahweh of hosts, that means war.
Army. Yeah, the army. Yes, you know. Yep, read it again.
This is chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise.
Check out Puerto Rico, over 1,000 earthquakes in 10 days. Why? Because it's sitting on two tectonic plates, and the Most High is rounding that plate up right now.
Sure.
Why? Because he's visiting the plates right now. He's visiting the earth which he had made. Go ahead.
With storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire.
See? That's it right there.
Keep reading.
See? So that's what's going on right now, man. Go back in 2nd Ezra 9 and then back in huh?
20.
Yeah, we get that. We'll go back to Matthew. Go back to 2nd Ezra 9.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 4. Then shalt thou know, Salah. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
See, so the Most High spoke all these prophecies from the beginning. Genesis. That's why we're bringing it out. That's why we're going to the into the ancients of the old and bringing it out what they said or what's going to happen in the future, which is for our time now. Go ahead.
For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, the end is manifest.
So the end is being made manifest right now, right before our eyes.
Right.
See? Now get back to Matthew 24.
Matthew 24.
Yeah, start at read verse 3 again.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
In the end of the world. So these are the things that we got to look for to know that we're in the end of the world, and we're in the end of the world right now. Go ahead.
And
We're
Yahweh,
basically the end of this age, of Esau age, of his rulership, of his era. Go ahead.
and Yahawashi Hamashiach answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
Right.
For many shall come in thy name, in my name, saying, I am Yahawashi Hamashiach.
You got a lot of false prophets out there that doing that. It tells you in Jeremiah 28, all these false prophets that saying they have a dream and lying and stuff. But they're going to be exposed. Go ahead.
And shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled.
And that's right. And, like I said, we're giving you the report of all the war that's going on right now.
Right.
You just had a near collision where Russia and United States naval battle destroyer ship in the ocean. That was hot right there, boy. I was like, man.
Because that's what I was wondering the whole time. I was in the shower and it dawned on me this week. Where the fuck is Russia and all this Iran shit?
Why?
Because that's what his prophecy say. And I'm like, see, you can't really, it's just rumors of wars. It's all that. Because Russia got to be all involved. You didn't see Russia step in like, y'all killed the second in command lead over here. We got to do something to y'all. You know what I mean? It's going to get there, though.
Hey, and the Lord said, don't be troubled. Because the majority of the world, they got a sense of fear that maybe my son or daughter might be drafted.
Yeah.
You know,
That's exactly what's going to happen. A lot of you jakes, y'all going to be drafted to World War III.
That's right.
You better get it together. But you're going to be over there fighting them Arabs.
Yep.
I like to shoot up shit all in Chicago, shoot family gatherings.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be the time to do World War III, man.
And Jake go to the point they shoot a funeral. You think everybody supposed to be sad, but that's when a nigga want to get you.
Do a drive-by, do a hit in the funeral house. You at grandma's house, they gonna shoot up the grandma's house. They don't give niggas
You
just
shoot
wild
up
like
the
that.
dead body and shit.
Candle lightings,
Go ahead.
drive by.
For all these things must come to pass, But
So all these things must come to pass. All these prophecies that are written in the scripture will come to pass. The race right, Esau going to slavery with the so-called white people, America getting destroyed, so-called Latin American getting the kingdom and having to rule over the earth. All the things that come to pass, man.
That's right.
But the end is not yet.
The end is not yet. The World War III gonna take place, but the end is not yet. Go ahead.
For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom.
That's why you got war against. That's why you got United States against Russia. The kingdom against kingdom. It's prophesied already.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And there shall be famines and pestilence.
There can be famine. You already had last year in 2019. Crop have been produced yet, and then now you got more farmers filing bankruptcy. Why? Because they can't produce nothing. They got no income coming in, so they have to file bankruptcy. They got nothing to produce. Go ahead.
And earthquakes in diverse places.
And we already talked about earthquakes in diverse places with Puerto Rico, right? We already told you that in Isaiah 29:6, how the multi-vision is placed. So that's how we know how to measure the time right now. Go ahead.
All these things are the beginning of sorrows.
So all these are the beginning of sorrow. So all these things that's going on is just the beginning of sorrow, right? Because we still got to wait for Yahawashi to come back. Because it tell you that when Esau is beginning to fill his belly up, you're gonna interrupt him. You know? Now back to 2nd Ezra 13. Here's start where you left off at.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 13,
No, that's 21, whatever you have.
verse 6. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this,
Right, there was no place that it would cut out from. That's how big and massive Yahawashi's ship was, man. Right, it's gonna block out the sun, everything, man. It's gonna be so big, you're not gonna be able to see the end up there. You're not gonna see the out, like where does it start and begin at. That's how massive, huge Yahawashi's ship gonna be, man. And Esau, you can't do a damn thing about it, man.
that's it.
You can't do nothing with your Facebook, whatever you try to do with your 5G network. I was reading an article that Elon Musk trying to put 42,000 satellite up in the air for the 5G network, but it's actually a weapon system.
Because that goes to show you that he's the son of the Most High, because it's huge.
Yeah.
Right? It's fucking huge. You don't know how big it is. It's bigger than the earth.
Like,
You know? And it makes the earth so small. You know? That's how big it's gonna be, man.
That's why I say every eye shall see him.
Right? Because it's so big, you be like, what is that?
Yeah.
Hey, John the Revelator saw it too. He said, I seen a vision, the chariot stand upon the earth and the sea. That's how big it is.
That motherfucker hanging out his face. It's on the earth and it's hanging out his face. Like, god dang.
That's funny, man.
Hey, you know, Jay got a stunt, you know.
Yeah, that was it.
That's what I'm trying to do, man. You got to get the biggest Bentley, the biggest truck. No, y'all trying to come up with the biggest shit that's ever created, man.
Yeah.
Right. Pastor LeBron was talking about that on our live show. He said, regular Jake like to come out stunting. How much more Yahawashi, man?
Right.
Yahawashi don't have to come in that big shit like that. You know? I want to come in that. That's what he said.
They say he'll come in his power and glory.
Yep.
Shit.
Just check out ID4, man. See how big that chip is? And he thought coming all that. Man, they could have stand a champ, man.
Remember what I tell you about the Lord when I think it was either Daniel or it was or Isaiah. They said thousands and thousands ministered unto him.
Yeah, Daniel 7.
Daniel thousands. That's who the Lord's coming with. That's who Yahawashi is coming with. Them thousands and thousands that minister unto the Most High in the heavens.
And we just read in 2nd Ezra chapter 13, they're going to come back thousands of heaven with the angel, man.
The angels
sure
will come.
Continuing on, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid.
Right, so they could be sore afraid. They could be afraid. Ronald Reagan said, what shall we do when the outside threat comes? and so we come together and fight against that. So he thought, no, man. That's why they created the faith for it, to try to fight the angel, man.
Hey, didn't he make another statement? The elder put it up. Like the one he said, what if we was to meet God one day and he looked like so-called African
Kennedy, Robert Kennedy.
Yeah, Robert Kennedy, and all so-called blacks, African Americans look like him. How would us white people feel?
You know who said the same thing before he died? Robert Williams. Robert Williams said the same thing in the stand-up comedy. You know.
So all these years, how they treated the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man, they die and they see the Lord and His Son, they gonna be ashamed, man.
Yep.
No?
Go ahead.
And yet durst fight, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but
right, he's not coming back with no instrument and stuff like that. He coming back and get Isaiah 47:3. You hold on quick.
Hey, could you read that again too, bro?
Yeah.
I'm gonna point out something because I had read that I read the Apocrypha, but I read it in the newly revised one of the same chapter this week, and I noticed something that it says. Read it again. Just real quick, guy. Real quick.
And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand.
That was it right there. And lo, as he seen the violence of the multitude that came, when you read it in the revised version, it's basically Esau and them gonna try to attack the Lord first. That's the violence of the multitude that came. They gonna come together and be trying to go. They're gonna basically try to take off first, bro. When the Lord's approaching, they're gonna be trying to take off first. Throw the first punch, bro. And that's why I say he turned there. You know, go ahead, bro. It's on you now.
Nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw.
Okay, get that. Isaiah 47:3.
God, this is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy
No, not
47:3.
I should not meet thee as a man.
Yeah.
I think it's 52, maybe 42.
Yeah, 47 and
3.
Shall not meet thee as a man would be number verse 3, right?
yeah.
42 and
I will
13.
not meet thee as a man.
Come, yeah, read, keep reading. Block it.
This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thou shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
No, he coming and take vengeance, and with that vengeance, he coming back, as we read in 2nd Ezra 13. He coming back with that vengeance in his chariot. He's not gonna meet you as a man. That's why instead, he's not gonna have no instrument of war in his hand. Right? Because he got that chariot, and he gonna let the chariot do the killing, man. And then we're there, dirt afraid. When you look up the word dirt, it means regional path of deer. So there was the path, a state of daring to fight the Lord. You know, so they're gonna just go ahead and fight the Lord. Okay.
This is Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, travailing.
And Bible is talking about a city, Edom, which is wherever Esau doing that, mainly here in America. Now he coming to do a whole lot of killing. Go ahead, with Yahawashi that is.
Traveling in the greatness of his strength.
Which is in that chariot, in the greatness of his strength. Go ahead.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel?
Why? Because of the blood of killing. Go ahead.
And thy garments like him that trotteth in the wine fat. I have trodden the wine press alone, and of the people there was none with me.
That's why he said vengeance belong unto me.
Yep.
Because he's the one that gonna bring the vengeance. He's the one that gonna do the killing. Go ahead.
For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments.
So there's gonna be a whole lot of killing going on, man.
That's it.
We all try to combat.
And I will stain my raiment, for the day of vengeance is in mine heart.
It is mine. Right now, the day of vengeance is in Yahawashi's mind right now. He's just waiting for Yahweh to tell him to go and execute my judgment. Go ahead.
And the year of my redeemed is come.
And the year of my redeemed is come is for the elect, man. Because he's our redeemer. Right? Because the scripture tell you, look up for your redemption drawing nigh. So when we see the chariot, yeah, it's gonna bring destruction, but it's also gonna bring redemption unto the elect. Go ahead.
And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to oppose. Therefore, mine own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. And I would tread down the people in mine anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring them down, and I will bring down their strength to the earth.
Right, so he's gonna bring them down, the strength of Esau down to the earth. And like I said earlier, the Chaldean, daughter of Chaldean sit down in the dust. They're gonna bring them down back in that low estate. Now go back to, you gotta preach that? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 66 and 15, just to show that that's symbolic about the blood being on his garment.
Right.
This is Isaiah 66 and 15. It says, behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
Sure, like a whirlwind.
Yep.
Go ahead.
To render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
See, so he's bringing back that fury and anger and the rebuke of fire. We're going into taking it to 13.
Yep.
Where dapping, that's that rebuke of fire that's talking about.
Yep.
Go ahead.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
So that's how he's going to plead with all flesh, is by fire and what?
It says, for by fire and by his sword shall the Lord plead with all flesh.
And that's how you can plead with all flesh, man. You can just kill all you niggas, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
So it could be many that could be slain, multitude upon multitude.
Right. Going into why he said his garment would be covered in blood.
Right.
Representing, that's how many people, because the Lord's not going to come down physically like in 300 with a big ass sword just cutting people and blood just splattering on the Lord. That's symbolic of how much killing he's going to do.
Right.
He's going to do so much killing as if he was drenched in blood.
Yep.
You know?
That's awesome right there, man. That's awesome for how try to get his vengeance found, man. That's beautiful. Can tell you in nah, never mind. Back in
That one in
13.
Zephaniah 2 and 8. That way you upon me. I'm 3 and 8. My eyes are to the right.
Yeah, 3 and 8. Yeah, I can get creeped up quick. Got it?
This is Zephaniah 3 and 8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
So we have to wait on the Lord, Yahawashi, to come back and bring his vengeance. But he's going to rise up to the prey, man. So that's why we're not going to do nothing at the end of the day but wait upon the Lord Yahawashi, man. Right? So in the meantime, in between time, we here to prophesy and be in good graces under Yahawashi and have our faith. Plus our work. So yeah.
We telling the world what's about to happen, man.
Yep.
You know, so when it happens, they go attach a name to it.
Yep.
It says, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation.
Right though, that's going into World War III, the Valley Decision.
And that's what we see,
Yeah, it's all spiritual. The Most High is the one that putting all the chess pieces together. He's the one that's stirring up the mind of these presidents and all these military generals to maneuver everybody into the Middle East, man.
Hot boy.
He's already determined to do those things. Why? So he can destroy them in his anger.
I got a hot boy. Real quick, bro. It's Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
He at the river of water, so every decision that he's making, the Most High making that decision for him. He's instilling an instruction in their head to do that.
That's why I said my determination. That's a key point in there.
Yep.
Meaning when I'm telling y'all what I'm finna do.
Yep. Go ahead.
Back in Zephaniah 3 and 8, it says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger.
All his spirit anger. So all the spirit anger he got built up, he can release it on all the kingdom of the earth, man.
Right.
Imagine that. And with that ultimate spirit anger, it's the ICBM missile, man. That's gonna be the last drop of his anger, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
So all the earth will be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, right? Ultimately, the Most High is jealous, right? He's a jealous power. Go ahead. Back to yeah, taking that.
Right, that's why we're seeing all these troops
Still
being
got,
sent to the Middle East.
You got a picture?
You always hear about troops being sent over there in the Middle East, which the scriptures describe as the valley of Yahawashi. Jehoshaphat, the Most High's judgment vat. The scriptures speak about the valley of decision.
Yep.
That's where the Lord's going to bring this thing, man.
Yep.
You know, and we know the Lord's coming from the east. You know,
And the reason, it tell you too in the scripture, the reason why the Lord's bringing them all over there like that is because what they did to the nation of Israel.
Right.
He gonna get them all at once, yeah?
Yep.
He gonna get y'all all at once. Because what y'all did to us.
That's right.
You touched the apple of the Most High eye.
Yep.
So you done messed up. You fucked up now. Fucked up now there, boy. Go ahead.
This verse 10 in 2nd Ezra chapter 13. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
That's gonna be later. That gonna be true now. Like the brother did, the rebuke of fire, man. In Zephaniah 9, 3, and 8. That's what Yahawashi come back to do, man. Not me, you as a man, coming back in all power, with all his vengeance, to basically zap you away.
Hey, perfect movie, Tom Cruise, War to War.
Yep. Perfect movie right there. That was the perfect illustration of that scripture.
Right, that sure was. That's where they got it from.
Exactly. Go ahead.
And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude,
Fell with violence, so they got brought down with violence. Go ahead.
which was prepared to fight, and burned them.
They were prepared to fight, but they got defeated. Get Revelation 12:7.
Remember, it tells you they came with violence.
Yep. Came with violence.
Like, ah!
Revelation 12:7.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. And there was a war in heaven.
And not talking about up in heaven where the Most High dwell at,
Right.
for these simple people out there, man.
Right.
It's talking about up in the atmosphere because you got different level of heaven.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And you know the people that's gonna try to fight against the Lord in them jets. You can imagine it's like Queen Latifah and Set It Off. Remember?
Yeah.
She knew she was gonna die.
Yeah.